Hi friends, today we are focusing on a female issue, menstrual cramps, but males are welcome to learn too. Let's be real, menstrual cramps can really throw a wrench into your day. But what if I told you that the foods you eat could actually make a difference? Scientific studies show that what you eat could be the secret to less pain during your period. We will review a paper by Choek et al. Published in Nutrients Journal in December 2023. The paper examines how women's dietary habits impact menstrual distress, particularly dysmenorrhea or menstrual cramps. Conducted in Lublin, Poland, the study involves a sample of 505 women aged 18 to 40, with the main aim of evaluating their knowledge of the menstrual cycle and identifying dietary patterns that might either alleviate or exacerbate menstrual symptoms. The research was a cross-sectional study carried out between April 2022 and January 2023. The participants, recruited from both paper and online questionnaires, were asked about their menstrual health, dietary habits, and knowledge regarding their menstrual cycle. To ensure comprehensive data collection, the researchers employed a food frequency questionnaire assessing the participants' intake of various food groups over the past year. The menstrual pain intensity was rated using a visual analog scale, and women were grouped based on their reported pain levels of mild, moderate, or severe. One of the most striking findings of the study was that nearly 90% of the women experience at least one menstrual disorder, with menstrual cramps being the most common, reported by 70.7% of participants. The study revealed important links between dietary patterns and the severity of menstrual pain. Specifically, women who adhered to diets high in refined cereal products, processed meat, and sugar reported significantly higher levels of pain. On the other hand, those who consumed more whole grains, fruits, and vegetables experienced milder pain. The study identified two primary dietary patterns. 1. The anti-inflammatory diet. This diet is characterized by high consumption of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, with limited intake of processed and high-sugar foods. Women following this diet reported significantly less menstrual pain and fewer overall symptoms. For instance, 41.9% of women on this diet reported mild menstrual pain, compared to just 6% of women following the alternative dietary pattern. 2. The pro-inflammatory diet. This diet includes higher consumption of processed foods, refined cereals, animal fats, and sugar. Women adhering to this diet experienced more severe menstrual pain, with 57% reporting intense cramps. Moreover, these women also reported more menstrual distress symptoms such as abdominal pain, fatigue, and back pain. The study also found that lifestyle factors like smoking and alcohol consumption were more common among women following the pro-inflammatory diet, potentially exacerbating their symptoms. The key findings and takeaways of this study were: 1. Diet matters. Women who followed the anti-inflammatory diet experienced significantly less menstrual pain and distress. 2. Nutrient-rich diets can help. Specific nutrients such as vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids were highlighted for their role in alleviating menstrual distress. Supplements containing these nutrients were popular among participants, with 84% reporting the use of dietary supplements to manage their symptoms. 3. Menstrual pain and food cravings. The study also observed that nearly a quarter of women reported increased appetite during menstruation, with many craving sugary foods. This finding aligns with other studies suggesting that hormonal changes can drive food cravings, particularly for carbohydrates, which can influence mood by increasing serotonin levels. The study offers some practical takeaways for women looking to manage their menstrual symptoms through diet. 1. Increase anti-inflammatory foods. Incorporate more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats like olive oil into your diet. 2. Limit processed foods. Reducing your intake of processed meats, refined carbohydrates, and sugary foods may help prevent the worsening of menstrual pain. 3. Stay hydrated. Proper hydration and the inclusion of herbal teas like ginger or chamomile can provide natural relief. 4. Consider nutritional supplements. Supplements such as vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and magnesium might help reduce pain, especially for those who don't get enough of these nutrients through diet alone. Let us know in the comments how you manage menstrual pains, and if you agree with the findings of this study. Don't forget to subscribe.